Alright, so we're back. And we are going to talk about something that is going to increase your sensitivity, your aiming skills, and everything, and prepare you for a future, what we're going to be talking about, which is sniping. But before you start sniping, you need to be able to know where the center of your screen is. You don't need a kill dot. A kill dot is what some people use, is where they put a dot with a dry erase marker in the center of their screen, and they use that dot to know where the center of the screen is. You don't need that, okay? If you have that, take it off. It's a distraction, okay? You don't need it. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're talking about Hipfire. Now, Hipfire is where you do not aim like this. Make sure that you have an SMG for this training and you have a laser on your SMG. Preferably like a Vector or any one of those that has a high accuracy. Choose an SMG that has high accuracy. And what you're going to want to do is put the laser sight on. Now here's what this does. Here's what this trains you. On your 9 sensitivity, you're still on your 9 sensitivity. What we're going to do is first you're going to play around with the 9 sensitivity and Hipfire only. You notice that when you're aimed in and you move to the left and right, see how slow that is? Alright? You see how faster this is? You need to be able to aim only and shoot people like this. This is how you're going to get all your kills. Alright? What does that teach you? How is this going to help you out? What is this doing? Look, if you're aiming, okay, that's easy. You're getting a lot of aim assist. And you do get some aim assist from the laser and just like this, okay? There is aim assist. This teaches you centering. It teaches you to center your screen, and it's going to help you immensely when it comes to sniping. Don't mind that. That's my telephone. Once we get to sniping, you are going to be better able to center stuff on your screen and move around. See how I'm able to just move around and keep it centered? All right, that's what this teaches you. Is very important. Now, you're going to do it with SMGs first on the sensitivity you've been using, because it's going to be kind of fast when you turn left and right, and it's going to be a little different. And you are not allowed to aim and kill people, okay? You are only going to get into gunfights. If I see a guy over there, I'm just going to try and ignore him and come over here, and I'm going to try and Hipfire only, okay? Now, what this is going to teach you to do, again, is to center items on your screen, which is going to be important for sniping. It teaches you to get better at your sensitivity. It teaches you to aim better. It teaches you so many things. Now, once you're done doing that with a SMG, you're going to move into a... We're going to change our class here to a dull cap 40. Let me blow this car up. Now, this is going to handicap you. So, at first you were using an SMG and you had that long range. The range on this cap 40, dull like this, is going to... You can't aim with this. So you have no choice but to Hipfire. You have no choice but to run around. But you're at a disadvantage because you have to be a little closer to your enemy. So this is going to also play into that knife training we did in another part of the series. But in this one, you're going to run around with your cap 40, and you're going to be trying to get kills with cap 40, but you can't aim. So no matter what, you have the fast aiming to the left and the right. Okay? So that is also how you're going to work on your Hipfire. Let's move on with advanced Hipfire. We're going to start getting into sniping and stuff like that in the next couple videos or the next video. And you need to be on a high sensitivity. Here's why. Good options. I'm on 13. That's usually what I play on. I can play on 14, but I don't really do it like 13 because I'm pretty accurate. I can even snipe on 11. But you need to be accurate. Now, you've been playing on a 9 up to this point, right, that I've had you playing on 9. Well, now we're going to move up. The reason why I need to move up is probably because your accuracy is not all that great. We need you to be accurate. You can snipe on a very low sensitivity like 7, but you have to be able to get on target. Let's say this tire right there is the enemy's body, and I have one of the snipers, maybe a ballista or something like that. If I can get on target and then scope in and then shoot him, okay, I can use a low sensitivity. But if you suck and you scope in right here, you're going to have to drag scope all the way over to him. That's going to be another video. If you have a low sensitivity, it takes longer to get to him. So when you're sniping, you don't have much time before they shoot you, right? So you need to be able to get on him quick. So with a higher sensitivity, if you are off target, you can actually move real fast. See how fast this moves now? It moves left to right really fast. So when I'm scoped in, so that is the purpose of playing on a higher sensitivity when you snipe. It's so you can drag scope if you need to. Also being able to turn on people and stuff like that. But look, you're going to want to run around now and do the Hipfire practice only with your cap 40s or an MP7 or a SMG that has a laser. So you're going to run around with that MP7 with a laser. You're only going to Hipfire. Or you can put moving into more advanced, put a laser on this burst fire weapon. Alright? It's a burst fire. So now you have to be able to aim, click your trigger, and aim at the same time, which is going to handicap you even more because you have to be able to aim and hip fire with the laser. You're not going to aim in. You're still working on your hip fire stuff here, right? So there's a guy over there, I'm hip firing, and with this higher sensitivity, you're going to want to run around first, probably knifing for a little bit, and then getting used to it again with an SMG, hip firing. Don't really do too much aiming. Again, we're talking about hip fire and working on being able to find the center of your screen and center stuff in your screen. So like center see how I'm centering the statue right now, and I'm keeping centered in my screen right now? Alright, it's a higher sensitivity. On a higher sensitivity, it's going to be a little different. But I'm able to keep that, so when I scope in with my sniper, boom, I can kill him. If I'm running through here, and I can snipe in on him like that. You see what I'm saying? If I aim over here too far, I can drag it really fast. So, you're going to run around hip firing everything like a hip fire madman, okay? Let's move on to another weapon. We need to progress, okay? So we're on this high sensitivity. Now we need to move into a longer range weapon. Play with as many burst fire weapons as possible because you have to be a little bit more accurate than with a regular gun because you can't just spray and pray. You have to actually aim and you have to actually get on target and then burst. And here's a little tip for this gun. A lot of people are shooting and they're just spamming the trigger. You shoot faster if when you pull the trigger and then you push it again. Watch. You see that? When I push it and then push it again, it's already reloaded the next shot. You see that? That's how you use this gun. A lot of people don't know how to use this gun. They just spam the trigger. It actually makes you shoot slower. Anyway, moving on. So, burst fire. Run around with burst fire. You're handicapped a little bit because you got a burst fire weapon, but you're also using your trigger finger, practicing for your trigger finger. Alright? So that's going to help you out immensely. Next, moving up even more advanced, we're going to still work on our accuracy. That's what this whole thing is about. You are going to get the KSG. Let me go blow up another truck here. And we're going to talk about the KSG and working on accuracy. So I got my KSG, right? Here we are. Put a laser on it, put long barrel, and run around and don't really focus on hip firing. We're going to start moving into aiming accuracy, okay? So the KSG teaches you accuracy, but you're also handicapped because, yeah, I could kill a guy all the way across the map over there, but it's going to take probably 2 shots, okay? So sometimes you're going to have to take multiple shots on the same guy, okay? So the KSG teaches you accuracy. You have to be accurate with this gun in order to kill people, okay? You can't just run around and then expect to kill people. Sure, you can hip fire, but as long as you're in the center, it's gonna hit in the center. You see that? But this gun teaches you accuracy. But you're at a disadvantage because you can't kill people far away, so you're kind of handicapped. You got to get in and use your skills that you learned with your knife to your advantage. Of course, you could just run around and kill someone in there, okay? But you're at this high sensitivity, and we're practicing with it, right? So we're coming in, you can start aiming in and shooting people coming around there, okay? So now let's move on to even more long-range accuracy, which is going to train you some more, all right? So let's go blow ourselves up real quick. We'll talk about the FOUL and the SMR. 1 second, please, almost done. Okay, so the FOUL and the SMR. So these are 2 accuracy weapons that are single fire only. Unless you put on select fire. We are not going to put select fire on. We are working on our accuracy and our trigger finger. You have to be accurate with this weapon, okay? It does have aim assist or whatever to help you, but this is going to teach you accuracy. So you need to start using the SMR and the FOUL. Use it for a week. Learn to get good with these guns. It's all about the grind. You have to put in the work to get better at the game, so use these 2 guns exclusively, this FOUL and the SMR, and you will get a better shot. Alright, for your final accuracy training, you're going to want this setup right here. Ballistic knife with danger close so that you can have 2 tomahawks. And as for your tactical, EMP grenades, smoke, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. I use EMP just for the hell of it. You can use concussion grenades if you want to stun people so you can tomahawk them. But you don't really want to do that because you want them to be moving. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to have your ballistic knife, which actually has a little reticle, and it allows you to, basically, you have to be able to center your target in order to shoot them. When you're throwing your tomahawks, tomahawk training, you got to be able to arc it, and you actually got to aim in front of them when they're running. Similar to when you're sniping, which is when we get even super advanced and we go to the sniping video, okay? Because that's our final endpoint, is when we get to the actual sniping. So, I got Ghost, I got Fast Hands, so I can throw these tomahawks out really fast. I got Scavenger, so that when I kill people, I can actually get more scavenger packs, and then I have dexterity so I can climb stuff. The final perk, dexterity, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. The whole point is, the main point is the tomahawks and the ballistic knife, but you do want 2 tomahawks so you can throw them. So I'm going to start this match. You're going to want to set up bots. Set up 9 enemy bots. Put them on recruit. That means they're going to be easier, okay? And then you're going to want to set up your game. Change your map to whatever you want. Don't always use Nuketown. Change your game mode to free-for-all, kill confirmed, whatever. I'm going to choose free-for-all because everybody is against everybody. It depends on how you want it, the enemies to act. Either they're all against you or they're against everyone. Just choose free-for-all. And then you're going to want to go into your game rules and choose unlimited. This allows you to play the game forever. So you can train for like a full hour. Unlimited. And you want them to have guns, so don't go editing anything else. You're going to want to create your class into this, and then you're going to want to start the game. When the game starts, you are going to run around killing these noob bots that are basically noobs, because they're all recruit, right? But your goal is, hey, you can see me in the, hey, how's it going? You are going to run around with a tomahawk only and the ballistic knife. But I want you to do this and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be tomahawking and using my freaking ballistic knife to kill these guys so that I can center targets. Alright? That is all your training is going to be about. Pretty soon you'll be getting long shots, far shots, and that is why we have 2 tomahawks. I have 3 projectiles at my disposal at an instant. I can go boom, miss, boom, and then boom. I can hit them with that. So I got 3 projectiles that I can get. I missed them on purpose so you guys can see. And then that is basically all you're going to do. This teaches you how to center your targets. And since they're so stupid, you can just run around them all day and start learning what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And I can just walk around this guy and learn about centering him in my target. When it's orange, I throw it and then he dies. You know what I'm saying? And then, look at that. I even get a little scavenger pack there. Wow, because they have scavenger. But check this out. When you shoot a ballistic knife, look at that. It's in the wall right there. Look at my ballistic knife count. 1, 2. Watch when I go up here. Boom, I pick it up. 1, 3. And I picked it up, right? Kill that guy. I got closer to the camera so I can show you guys. So that's all you're going to do, guys. You're going to run around with these this setup here, and you're going to ballistic knife guys. And we are in a setup lobby where these guys are on recruit. They're easy to kill. As you get better, you're going to want to move up. But you're going to want to choose free-for-all. Why am I choosing free-for-all, and why am I suggesting that one? Because, look, he's focusing on that guy, right? That's what's really going to happen in real life. These guys are going to be focusing on other people. Wow. So, what's happening is, if you have kill confirmed and you are the only person on your team, the computer knows that you're all alone and they are all going to come towards you. That's when you get more advanced. So after you play free-for-all for a little bit, get more advanced and switch it to kill confirmed or a team game like team deathmatch. Make sure you're the only teammate on your team and that the whole other enemy team has 9 people, and then they are going to... Look at this guy. That's another good thing about it. It allows you to focus on people and tomahawk people like that. Before you are able to do that, it might take a while, and that's why I recommend going into these private matches on local and doing this. Because once you go into a public lobby, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get fucking owned, dude. You are going to suck. Because you're out here killing these freaking bots like there's no tomorrow. And then once you get into a public lobby, your ass is going to get probably destroyed. However, if you created a new account, your score per minute should be kind of low because you're handicapping yourself. And that is all you're going to do. You're gonna basically graduate from running around in this and practicing for a whole day or 2 or 3, and then you're finally going to go into public matches and see that they are very random and everything they do is different from a freaking bot. So that is what you need to know as far as before we move into sniping. Once you get this down pat, your EMPs. I choose EMPs so I can EMP people if they're in a building. So let me get the scavenger pack. Let's say a guy's up there and I come over here and there's the enemy UAV up. And I see him in the window. Okay, I'm going to throw my EMP. Guess what? He's EMP'd. I'm going to run over here. If he's not sticking his head out the window, I'm going to kill this guy. And I'm going to run over here like this. I'm going to ignore that guy because he's stupid. And now he has no UAV, and now I can come up here and kill him. So that is my choice to use EMPs. But as you can see, I am real good with this sensitivity. Now, why do guys use a super high sensitivity like 14? I can use 14, but I'm not going to. I don't need to. It's because a lot of guys that do that are doing trick shotting. That's what they're all about. They're about doing knife cancellations. They'll have like a gun, they'll do a cancellation, some cool stuff, and then they'll jump off, do a little spin, and then they'll do a trick shot and kill like someone far away, right? So that's what a lot of the high sensitivity is for. But I snipe on a 13 sometimes. I move up to a 14 after I get comfortable, okay? Wow. So that's pretty much it. Next video up is going to be sniping, how to actually become a better sniper.